Well, I've just been listening to my last recording of earlier this morning. It's only 2:42 now. And I must have hit the skip silences button on my phone by mistake. But I didn't realise it, and I was listening to the recording, fast track, so to speak, with no breaks in between the phrases. And after perhaps a minute, I realised that I was getting exhausted by by this chatter. And I thought, have I somehow hit the skip silences button? And when I checked, I had. It reminds me of when we first came to New Zealand, my then wife and I, much driving, incredibly crowded timetable. We were lecturing at one point into at least four campuses, 3 universities. Both of us doing bits of lecturing and teaching in the field of economics, you understand, economics departments. And it was a new experience, wasn't it, being in a new country, quite fantastic and lovely. But no time to consolidate, get your bearings. But you fell from one experience to the next. Great deal of income, great deal of experience, lots of new people, lots of good things at a fantastic rate. A change of accommodation, I think. On average, we weren't sleeping in the same place more than 3 nights. Because where we were lecturing was across, from north of a northern campus in Auckland, right down to Palmerston North. And it was lovely. But you need the quiet times. You need the pauses. You need the breaks. And we were so aware that we weren't having time to appreciate all the goodness. It's as if you want to get off the roundabout for a moment, and the rides in the carnival, permanent holiday playground. We had a Kurzel in Southend. The Kurzel was a permanent carnival, and not carnival, what do you call it? Oh, that's it, Seaside Fun Fair. And the trippers, the day trippers that would come holiday making for a day down from East London, they'd come on special trains, put on for the occasion, summertime. And they would parade along the seafront, Southend, which is a 6-mile long promenade. So, yeah, massive. Of Victorian origin and very run down by then, now. From a holiday point of view, people go abroad for good holidays now, not eating chips and walking on the pier, That was a Victorian thing, really. But they crowd the day with experience. And Or just to say, crowding is not the answer. Emptiness is not the answer either. Meditating 18 hours a day for 40 years is not the way to waste your life. I think of a saying of my mum's that rest comes to all men too soon and for too long. That was a secular view, of course. No heaven in that conception of reality. We need breaks. We need times of reflection. Not too much though. That's just death. Death in the secular view. But we do need sometimes. In short, we need the middle way. We need the excitement and the fun and the change. And we need the pauses and the breaks and the reflection time. That we keep our bearings and keep on track, else life vanishes in a crowded cacophony of events not registered, not benefited from. Isn't it strange? You need peaceful times. It might be a walk by the lake, along the river, in the fields, in the park, or just looking at the sky, whether it be clear or cloudy. We need time, I think, to let God talk to us, where we enter a peacefulness in which we can hear God, in the sense of having access to thoughts that would be otherwise crowded out, and are such a blessing to us when we entertain them. I'm come that you might have life, and have it more abundantly. To benefit from the love of God, you need time to reflect upon it. To benefit from the love of anything, your sweetheart that loves you, your kids, even your pets. You have to say even, but you know what I mean. You need time of just being with them in body, mind and spirit. A quiet fellowship. Mum and I, we could be in each other's company for hours on end, not necessarily saying anything much. Hardly speaking at all. But sort of revolving around each other in being. Perfectly satisfied. We had the company we wanted, each other. I was her dearest friend and she mine. Wonderful experience, We have this when we're in love, and when we honestly care for someone, especially if they honestly care for us as well, of course. That's a lovely harmony which I think we do all seek, don't we? Love you, Heavenly Dad. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. My lips will praise thee. Thus will I bless thee. Thy loving kindness is sweeter than life to me. Thy loving kindness is sweeter than life to me. Thy loving kindness is sweeter than life. My lips shall praise thee. Thus will I bless thee. Thy loving kindness is sweeter than life. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.